to Project Aldwin. So what are we doing on Project Aldwin today? Well, I've mapped out where the track's going to go, and now I've got all of the track. I know where I have to put in my contact wires. The only problem is that the board is currently filled with holes all along the place from previous wires. I had an engaged Unitrack layout on this board, so they were pre-wired with point motors. I'm not using point motors, but they were. So I had lots of holes drilled for those. And they'll have to be plugged. So what I'll do is use cork and cardboard or whatever laid over the top for those. That's fine. But I have to make 2 new holes for contacts because I have kickback siding into the cattle dock, and I also have to have power over here to allow additional shunting and stuff like taking an engine out of the engine shed. But either way, it just makes operation easier to have those points electrified. So I'm going to cut one over here and one over here. The one over here is for these points. And so I'll be attempting at some point to solder these wires onto these fish plates, and hopefully it'll all go well. And then that will go over here, somewhere like this, and the wires will drop down obviously through the baseboard. The only problem with that is that I have to cut the hole, and I don't have a drill. So we'll see how that goes. And then the other one, the other placement, is over here. Now the problem with this one is that it's in an area of roadway made from polyfiller, and I tried to get this off and I couldn't. But then I probably wasn't being too tough on it, so I'm going to have to try and carve my way through the polyfiller in order to cut through the baseboard. So that would be fun anyway, so I guess here it goes. Where is that train? So there we have it. It's sorted now. It was a bit of an effort, but the wires do fit through these holes. And then, as you see, I'll have them do it. And actually, somewhere around here is one that I prepared earlier. So this one you see is it's wired up through the middle here, and this wire, which is old wire from an old Hornby wall plug from a controller I don't have anymore, fits through like that. And obviously I'll lay cork on top of this and then poke a hole through. That should go nice and snug down, and then the track will be attached to the surface, and then it will be ballasted over, and you won't even notice that the wires are there. So I just have to solder onto these points here, and job's a good one. Right, so we'll see how I got on with that. Now I'm just marking out some cork so I can get the track bed sorted. So that's the cork trimmed. It's not quite in place because I've moved it about, but now it's time to glue it down. So the next time we see it, will be either stuck down or covered in stuff holding it flat. So there we have it. The cork is laid down, as you can see. It's been trimmed to shape, and I painted the ball with PVA and stuck down the cork, and then I ran some extra PVA that was left on my brush down just to make sure it's properly stuck when it dries, and then I'll be able to poke through the holes that I've made for the contact wires, and then I'll be able to lay the track down and maybe fix the track down then before ballasting, and I can start work on the rest of the scenery now, where the hills are going to be. I'll have to open my engine shed kit that I have and see if it fits over there, and build my platform. So there's all that to look forward to. So as usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.